for more videos.
Check. Well, welcome back, everybody. Hawkins with again. We're back for some more Plan B Terraform. I'm loving this game. We had a fun stream yesterday with an entirely different world, so I've learned a lot, and I'd like to maybe switch up our pacing a little bit on something here. We have two cities here that are really close side by side, and spoilers, but I know that we do need lots of reinforced concrete. Not really a spoiler, and we need it to keep being produced en masse. So all of this stuff is nice to get us going, but at this point, our city's going to start bottlenecking in its size. We're having a hard time just getting rid of all the waste disposal and recycling things fast enough. That's starting to bog down. So we got a lot of scaling up to do. I've got a decent collection of stuff right here and right here. So this is like to make reinforced concrete. We can also make it with this batch here and this batch here to make concrete, and then a big old iron deposit right here. So let's get into a bit of mass production options here. I would like to start pumping out a hefty amount of... why did that pop that up? That's weird. Hefty amount of iron. Is that a new patch? Something must have recently changed. All right. I like it. It's actually quite a good change. So what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of spacing out stuff along the front edge of this deposit to hopefully get us a hefty supply of goodies once we start drilling en masse. So we'll drill all of this top layer and we'll export it all out along the top here. These are holding range on each other decently like this. So there, that'll connect that one. And then basically the stuff that is underneath the depots is the only ones that need more attention, I suppose. All right, and I'm gonna actually fill in those gaps along here as well. Like that. All right, huge swath of depots. And then we're going to see how many drills we have. 157? Sure. So since these are, oops, that's a little too far back to be visually doing it right. You just drag and drop all these in here. And I gotta swap that out because I put it in the wrong place. Like this. Let's paint all this. We're gonna start producing a ton of iron. And then we'll take that ton of iron up to somewhere. We'll kind of unify it in a space together. And then we will make it into reinforced concrete. And basically we'll just focus this entire section of production on doing that. So we can handle a long-term, long-term demand. Oh, we're out of drills already. Wow, okay. I expected we had enough there, but clearly not. There and there. I need that there. We need one there. We'll continue to fill in where we can. Oh, no, I guess that's it. We'll come back and we'll add more in then. We better check to make sure that we're still producing it. First National Gas, BNR Rail, Atmos Systems, which I love so much. There's our mini mall. Are we out of supply? That's the trains. Yeah, we're pretty much out of, well, no. We're still making it, but we have very little left up here. So let's bulldoze this. Oh, we already filled those. Never mind. That's actually still working fine. Well, maybe we just put in another one. There you go. That'll work. Yeah, that'll keep it going. Good. And this guy has basically no iron left. Okay. Let's get rid of that then. I'll put one in there. Put one in here. Take that one out. Actually, we'll take those out as well. Let's get this guy to hit there then and there. Better. There and there to fill those. You can have one here. Are these drill spots? Good. That'll connect to that guy. Another drill down here and here. Around this way. Good. So this is providing the iron for that. some iron. So these are our assembly machines. We have lots of those, 234 of them actually. So what I'm going to do is actually take this right here down entirely. We'll put another storage there, and that's fine. And we'll just drill in a little extra here. Oh, out of drills again. Just to get more production heading down towards this end. This is... yes, this is our factories, 240 of those. Also is unnecessary. There. What we can do is, since we have... Oh, that guy's also unnecessary there. Another drill, good. Another one up there when we can. Let's put up another couple factories here for steel. And then we'll just stockpile a bit of the steel. Like that. And we can always tap it in later once it's drilled up and cleaned the area. Good. And this one up here, we'll do a similar sort of a spiel. There's nothing here storing stuff. Good. And trains, how many do we have? We have to go look at a spot that has tracks on it, unfortunately, to see. That would be nice if we could get that improvement where the listed trains and vehicles. I should have this number, the available cars, the available trains rather, and the available vehicles listed here on a chart somewhere. You know, it should be, you know, somewhere on the UI, because it doesn't show up anywhere unless they could add it in like here on a tab, like your vehicles, that you don't actually place them, but you know they show up. That would be nice, because right now it's pretty vague and kind of important information. Okay, so that was for the cars, and we actually don't need any more vehicles, so we won't even remake that at all. We could do this and this, and then all that steel will end up down there. Okay. Roadworks, are we working on anything here yet? There still? I don't think so. I think all the drilling is done here. How many roads do we have? 2,500, and lots of that. So roadworks can be entirely offline. Good. All right, so back over here to our drilling. Now that we're reproducing more of these guys, how many do we have now? We got another 21 in stock already. Let's fill those spots in. There we go, getting there. Another half dozen or so. 7 of them. All right, now we've got this whole big collection of goodies along here. If I could tell this to, let's say we go here. Like that. And now all the steel is going to get delivered up there. Then if I take a track and run that along here somewhere. Don't know how far, but we're going to combine these basically over here somewhere and smelt it all together. So track can come this way. And then on this side, we just want to have a, you know what? We'll do something I thought of on the other one. Just kind of a loop. But that's just a loop on the side, so that's a little turnaround for them. It doesn't need to be that wide. It can actually be quite small. They'll take the turns. All right, and then that's going to produce a ton of the wrong thing. That's going to produce iron. So I do not want that at all. That's a bad plan, Drake. Bad, Drake. Yoink. Reason is, what you don't want to do is transport excessively. The production here is what I want. So, interesting. That is a new update. Let's say we do 6 of these. That's going to give us 180 steel. Okay, and what we're looking at is the reinforced concrete, which takes 1 concrete. Okay, let's go with maybe 1 more here. Like that. All right. So these guys will fly around and do their thing. I think that should, like, we got so much iron here. It might be that they just mine out all this close stuff and they never get to the other stuff in the back because there's just too much of a bottleneck. But I don't care. I don't care if they never move this ore back here at all for the next, 50 years. as long as it's available, connected, when these drills stop, they'll stop demanding the buzzards to work, the drones to work. And so the drones won't be busy doing that. They'll run off and get the stuff from further away. So that'll keep things going fine. Now, this can go away, obviously. We do need another storage, and I do like this new update piece. I really like it a lot, actually. They've got this, where it pops up and immediately tells you need to decide what to go here. And then you just middle mouse and like that. Instead of what I was doing yesterday, and this is just a like straight since yesterday update, I was constantly building out a big section like these and then realizing, oops, I left them blank. You can forcibly do that and leave them blank. You close it, it doesn't deconstruct it, it just leaves it blank, which is great. That's a really nice UI improvement. Glad to see they're doing things like that. All right, so this guy back over here, a little further maybe, and we'll do our little roundabout. If we can sneak it in by the map there, good. Okay, so trains can continue past here if they need to, but if they're coming by here at all, they're gonna go here and they're gonna fill up, and then they'll loop back around and head back out the other way. Can make it. Oops, not what I meant to do there. Is there a Control Z? No. Would be nice to be able to also delete stops without taking the route out from under, or the road out from under them. It doesn't wreck the routes, which is nice. All right, so over here somewhere, we're gonna have this stuff go. Next, I want to probably have, let's mine this stuff too. Might as well take this stuff all out. There with sulfur. And I really like that improvement. That is actually a legitimate, good, better way to function than it was before. Great UI update. There and there. Okay, and then we will drill. Can I... No hotkeys for like... I'd like to be able to like middle mouse button on this ore to pick up a drill without having to go up here. I know. Ridiculously finicky silly for this time. There we go. We got some of that producing. Now what I want to do is actually have these come off probably... maybe up here. No, we got a decent spot here. For that, yeah. That's not going to be enough concrete for this, but we will make another one here. Like that at some point. Oops. There. And I just stuffed one right there. Okay, so that ore gets all delivered. That's nice. And it's going to be used, so concrete. Oh, and it holds it. Good. Well, that's nice. And how many do we make over here? 7? Okay. That's basically the 200 mark, right? Yeah, 210. That's 6. So there. And there. Okay, more drills. Some, anyways, not a lot. So these guys are going to make concrete then. Very nice. Yeah, that's all right. Let's do... This is going to be not that many, actually. Yeah, that's okay. We'll do like that for the connection, and we can have a single... We're gonna have a single train line there. Okay, you're gonna go where? Well, let's see. If I have a central distribution, I obviously want to connect to this route because we've already got it. So to connect to that main line. And then somewhere over here, perhaps we just do this. Connect to this guy. Right there. Okay. So now those are, they're on the same line-ish. But we got to figure out how we're going to deliver this. So last time what I did is I dumped a ton of minerals on these main lines. And then I think it worked okay. Let's do this little roundabout. Okay, and we can have the let's see, we go like this. Gonna come across here. And we're going to go up this way-ish. So in this case, we're going to have like that, as well as these. Good. Then I think we'll do a bigger back up there. And then come across here for a pickup. Good. All right. So you're going to have... You could do this. And back around to there. Both of those will eventually end up delivering. All right, so then our train stops somewhere over here for our concrete. Let's do this. We're going to have... Oh, hi. That's not sulfur. I want concrete. All right, so this is going to be... like that. Good. Some amount of space, that's all concrete, and then we'll have a train running from there to there. Good. That's honestly going to be quite fine. Set destination to here as concrete. One train's doing 112, two at 225, which will be enough to fill this thing, or to empty this thing out as fast as it can produce max. All right. Then our concrete's going to come down and pile up here. Next thing I want to do is have a... It's a little odd off for the space. Let's pull that out of there for a moment. It can loop around. In this case, this one can also loop around right now, which is fine. There's the concrete unloading. Good. All right, so reinforced concrete is going to have to go in a factory, right? Reinforced concrete. We're going to also have to have a concrete input. We're going to have a steel input. And then we're going to have a output that is reinforced concrete. Right? Now, we can basically duplicate that. And I think we'll want we wanted the inside to be our producer. We could put these all on the north, actually. To deliver from both sides. There's a crap ton of concrete. But anyways, so these guys have to peel off this, but I'm not going to be able to actually move that directly because I can't have these in range and have the concrete there and also have the steel. Can I? Well, what I could do is offload those on a vertical. So if we had these with nothing, because I don't want to wreck it, like this instead, as the input from one side. And then we had, well, that would only give us, that would not give us enough to do 20 though. Although, we can do this as a siding. Okay, hold on. Sorry, extra materials. I'm wasteful. I'm sorry. If that is our concrete feed, can we do... I need 7 of those as well, because that's 1-to-1 inputs for the reinforced concrete. Yep. I'm not going to turn it on yet, but that's what it is. And then this becomes reinforced concrete. Doop, 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 boop, boop. There we go. No, that has to be steel. Yeah, see, that's a problem. Well, it's only a problem if... Let's see, how many we are using. We're putting out 110 of these. This will input 100 when I go to reinforce. This will input 110. That'll be the same ratio, so that's okay. Now, if this puts out reinforced concrete, if we have the reinforced concrete or the steel also available. Okay, so instead of this, let's make these steel. Like that. Oh, it didn't even make the sound that time. All right, and then to have access to those, I need this to have a steel drop-off, and this can be... I don't think we can output this in this ratio. Because if I have reinforced concrete in here, we have to have access to... well, we got the steel there. Reinforced concrete there. Okay, hold on. This might be doable. Because then we'd have to have a steel line, a line dropping off here. Right? For the steel siding. You can give it a little extra range so that it can, you know, go some distance if it needs to. And that'll loop around there. So this steel will come down, it'll just go whoop and be done. And the same with this, actually. That's fine. That loop is entirely okay as is. So then what I need is a route here to drop off the steel, and then I need another route, let's say here, to take the reinforced steel out, or reinforced concrete out. Actually, let's make this the reinforced concrete, and this one the steel from the other delivery, like that. And then this reinforced concrete can extend out there. Pull this one at the end off, it looks a little odd. And this train can then pick up, be a pickup point, and this can be the drop off. So set the origin for this one as the steel right here. Good, and it's got 92. Let's give it 3 trains. Seems like a lot of extra distance. Where are you running, buddy? Well, that's fine. Maybe it's just a long route. I don't know. Must be. All right, so that steel's going to come down here. It'll drop off the steel on this outer run, which will then get fed to these guys. These are going to be switched to reinforced concrete. I love the music in this game. It's so ethereal. Is that the right word? It seems like the right word to me. And I'm going to do this as well. Make sure we have a backup for the steel. Lots of guys to empty as fast as is needed, so the trains barely have to slow down. Good. Okay, so then they're going to start producing reinforced concrete. Bring the speed up a little. Okay, and then they should daisy chain this concrete out to here. All right, now we have a legit reinforced concrete supply here. That's great. Now, New Poon needs to have its first initial buildings to get it growing. But what I'm going to do with that is probably feed it from here. Let's go with a supply. What are we doing for positioning in the supplies up here? Yeah, that's all right. Let's go straight to the south of it. It'll expand nicely. We'll go with... Let's go like this. 3 of those babies, and each of them has to have a depot. There we go. Blank depots is fine. Each of those is going to have a stop. So what we did in the other one was quite interesting, or I thought it was interesting. We have 3 to be... this one's going to be set as, let's say, the O2, okay? And then this can be set as our, let's say, our reinforced concrete. Okay? And then from that one's going to have a set there. This will be our high-tech. And then this one like that. And then this one has something like that. Let's do that there, and then delete this one. All right, that's nice. So then what we did was had this train, this beautiful train track run like this. And then out from there, we have a some number of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, something like that, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, look at that. Convenient. So that's kind of the broad range of our track line. And then we can drop off we can have 4 different track stops here. We can have a waters track stop there. We can have a concrete track stop there. We can have a whatever the 4th thing is there. And we can have a high tech there. See? And then it'll feed all that stuff at a crazy rate. Now, part of the problem is this thing has to be able to, these buildings have to be able to feed it. So we got to make sure that we can actually reach them. And let's do that, have 5 of them. That's probably overkill, but maybe not. Over here, we'll definitely need a similar sort of a thing. Then this town is going to need waste removal. So from there, what I'd like to do is add in the buildings for that. Let's add in a couple waste disposals here. Let's go like this. And then that for waste disposal. Oops. That's not that at all. This is metal waste. And then something like that. Sure. Like that. All right. And then there's going to be track stop there and a track stop there. Those will be waste disposal tracks. This huge ordeal here is going to supply everything it needs and pull out the waste from the town. Now, I don't know if that's going to be easily accessible, but we're going to start by making some concrete, just some basic concrete, because we just need a bit to get going. Let's say we have 1 depot right here, sure, for concrete, and we'll have another depot there for pickup. And a track can run past this. Sure. There, 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 and there for the roundabout. And the station can be right here. Just going to be a quick concrete pickup. Somewhere here. Ooh, that was close. Too close. There we go. Now that will let us have access to the space to deliver the concrete first of all. So let's make a station here. Set destination as this who knows what one right here. Oh, there's no loop around there. Each of those should have a loop real close by. Let's say we go like this. And then on the other side, same thing. Like that. Good. A little bit of a hill looking there. All right, then this guy now has a... well, these are going to be concrete. Just the 2 of them, I think. Yeah, we don't need more than that. Set origin from this to be down here. Boom. We got concrete. Well, we will once we have drills. No, we won't because we have to process it. There. Nope, not what I meant. Drills. Concrete. Good. And then across the way here, we'll have the 3 spots to make concrete. These guys are not concrete. They are sulfur. Just like that, and I guess that. That's good. And then we put some drills in. And replace that one that I oopsed on. Drills to make concrete. Sulfur to make concrete. Sulfur goes in there. Good, 1 train is plenty. That'll provide the base concrete to get this going. And then it'll need the water supply. The water can actually be done relatively close. So I don't see any reason not to. We can probably tuck it right up in here for this place. Let's go with a station. Well, how are we going to run this station? Let's run it straight out like this. Oh, no, 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 no. Like that. I meant to have a track coming out like this. And actually, if we could have this kind of... like that. Or a giant... oh, that's way too big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like that. Sure. Take that out as well. And then this can meet across here. Sure. Like that. All right. Now what we need is a station to deliver water. There's the concrete. This one is not water. O2. I think the fourth one ends up being food. Is that? I think I'm remembering that right. All right. So O2 delivery. Please get me O2 in here. Good. And let's go like this and this. And this and this. And then we'll fit atmospherics around there. Not quite there. That works for me. Got O2 delivered. We can add more if we need to in here. There we go. Lots and lots of that goodies. All right, so that's our oxygen farm. A crazy huge amount of stuff. And then this is going to set a single train to jump to the O2 line here. There you go. One train, please. And that's all it's going to need, I think. 271 O2 deliverable. All right, that place is already requiring the O2 and concrete. Once it hits 100 population, then it'll require reinforced concrete. And of course, we can deliver that from way over here. And let's send the main line out to the east. And then the cities are going to be delivered from a distance with solidly built trains supplies. I like this. I think we will run the main line south of this. Until let's connect up to here. Good. All right, so now we can run trains across that crossroads there. Let's actually do this differently. Funky, but unnecessarily funky, maybe? What happened there? Are we on the wrong shape? Is this a combination angle point? What? This is really confusing. What happened to this route? It is a little odd. So this is symmetrical down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then this track should go like that. And then in like that, right? But there's extra space in there. Look at it. I don't know why. Probably it's a transition point. Or I'm doing something wrong with my layout here. I don't know. See? Shuffles it weird. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why I'm designing strange, space art, but all right. So that's a big change up today. So now we've got this reinforced concrete that can go to a couple spots. So we're actually gonna have 2 of these spots to deliver the 2 different cities. And up here tomorrow, we're gonna have to redesign this to somehow implement that other sort of setup that we had. Like, say, along the side here. We can do some renovations and add that beast in, but that's gonna be tough to do it cleanly. All right, new poon is already growing. New pune, I don't know how to say it, but it's growing nicely. We have concrete being delivered, and now it should be. It's still asking for concrete. What's its numbers? 87 or 88 or 90. So it's about to hit 100, which will tell it needs a new material, I believe. We hitting 100 yet? Reinforced concrete now needed. Okay. So it's got the O2. It has no reinforced concrete. So we're going to change out this to the nothingness. That is our concrete delivery, which we're going to remove as a route. And then this one is reinforced concrete. So it's going to get a destination, or an origin rather, over here. It can be that one. Reinforced concrete. And let's say we're going to deliver a max of 200, even though we're going to be delivering a max of 200 to two towns. There we go. Concrete's on its way, or reinforced concrete's on its way. The recon. And that will fill this need. So it's sitting at 50%. It's stagnant. It's not growing. Name's white. But it won't shrink because it's got half of its resources. And this allows me to switch out the resources just by switching a train station. I love it. Recycling, however, has to be delivered somewhere. So we're going to need to find ways to output those fine resources. We'll end up taking our steel probably back over to here. Yeah, we'll probably take our steel back over to here. And then this will only produce... We'll drop the trains. There's 3 trains here. We'll drop the trains down as we import more steel on this end. So I can actually do this. And this. And a further roundabout here with a station to there to drop off steel. We just need a recycling facility, which will probably be somewhere down around here. How are we doing on time? We're at about the end. So we're going to put in a recycling center here, and it will drop. This will drop off the metal waste at a pretty hefty volume, I would imagine. And then the recycling centers will process it. Oh, what the heck? Well, what? Resource picking? Did they change this? Recycling steel and aluminum, don't they output both? They used to. I don't know how much waste this is going to consume. I should know. 3 times. So this is... That there is twice the output. Hey, there we go. Level 10. Reach total population 3,000. We have 4,300. Hey, excellent. Level 3 or level 11 now. We have to reach a total population of 10,000 in our biggest city. So that will be a later thing. We now have unlocked ice extraction, nitrogen, water, and NF3 for a new gas. So these guys are going to bring in metal waste. They're going to output 2 resources, aluminum and steel. So what I can do here is have, let's say, we go steel, and then we go, nope. That's fine. Like this. And then we put a new product here as aluminum. Okay, a track along here. what I'll do is I'll have like that and that. Okay, so we got our steel here and our aluminum here, and we'll of course have a track that runs into here for our recycling facilities. I like this. There we go. Now we've got a pile of aluminum will be here and a pile of steel will be here when we output the recycling stuff. So let's make 2 stations, because we'll have 2 cities. Actually, we'll have 4 stations. We will have 4 cities outputting. Set origin for this one to be over here for metal waste. 1 train is probably plenty. And then this one sets its origin over here. Oh, I like this. For metal waste. Yes, this is lovely. Okay, so now they're getting no metal waste yet because we haven't started producing it at this city, but that's fine. It's growing. It's already almost 500 population. I think when it hits 1,000, it starts pumping out waste products from us. That's already growing ridiculously fast. They have all the water and all the reinforced steel they need for quite a while. Next thing they'll need is high tech, and we'll get that sorted out next episode. Excellent fun. I love this game. Hope you guys do too. This fun little piddly system is still running the old school stuff, which is fine. This will be able to produce more reinforced steel once we upgrade this one to fit what's going on here. So we'll be able to switch this out, start producing more reinforced concrete, I should say, and it can be funneled into the system as well. Right like this, so it can be more drop-off points here if we need more throughput. But these stations don't have enough throughput, so that's why I left this big space so we could expand it off this way. Now the steel that comes out of here and the aluminum also will need to be stored somewhere, so we'll put a station for each of those to make sure we have outputs for this. The steel will have its destination over here, and we'll have to figure out where the aluminum goes. Why is it there? How about here? Do we have no stations left? Oh, we're out of stations. Oh, really? Concrete and steel bars, huh? Well, I'll move this one, because that was a silly spot for it. There we go. And we'll build a new one tomorrow in the next episode. So, and then steel would be put in here. Now, the idea is that this will deliver the steel needed, and it'll prioritize this stuff. So we'll end up switching this supply once we start importing. We'll switch the number of trains down to 1, so this will only bring a trickle, and then the recycling facilities will bring the rest. So major volume updates and improvements, and I really love that new fix with the depots. That's really good. New Alexandria is progressing along fairly stagnant. No export of waste materials at this point, so we'll have to fix that up right away. Okay, not bad. I think we'll probably bump the whole city entrance right back to like here and rip this whole kit and caboodle right out. We'll see. But that'll be tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. Have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you in game.